So yeah, we
Yeah, I'm
recognize
pretty
Crowley.
excited about that though. I mean, like this is the first time that Gravy Cancel has ever done a 3v3 event, and we're going into game one. Krylik with the Cassidy, the infamous A with the Suri, Lynx with the Koji, weird names with Teros, Asuri, and also Cassidy.
And the
Going into game
first
one.
game is going to be on Thunderguard. Look at that giant 3v3 Thunderguard map as everybody's dancing around. Oh boy. Already going in for the weapons as Terrace has got the axe and he's getting hit by that recovery from Krylik, and we see a little bit of a fight going over on the right with Surrey.
It looks like the blue team is losing the damage trade so far, but neither team really has a significant lead. Everybody's trading rather evenly. I think they're still trying to find their footing here. We are seeing a nice stomp combo come out from Cassidy onto the Koji. He looks like he's going for that edge guard. Karos trying to finish that up. That spike ball is going to kill. We're already seeing an early kill here for the blue team. They have taken the lead, and they're looking to, run away with this game so far.
We have Krylik on the right with the Cassidy and two battles going over to the left. Link's getting hit by that mine as he already lost his first stock, and Teros trying to edge over stairs. Gets hit by that Nair. On the other side, two Cassidys are going out. Wow, Ken, there's a lot of stuff going on in the 3v3.
There is a lot of stuff going on in these 3v3 matches, a lot of excitement. It's very hard to keep up with, but we see Krylik has managed to dunk on that Asuri, but he's unable to finish the kill, and that Asuri is going to use a nice place dare to secure a kill onto Krylik. The red team is currently down 2 stocks against the blue team. Will they be able to even this up, or is the blue team going to run away with this match?
The blue team's looking like they're doing rather well, but they have 2 players that are in the red ready to lose stocks. If they lose those first before the Asuri does, that technically puts the red team in a stock lead, and we already see Teros getting killed at the top there by that Nair. And
yeah, that evened up the match for them. That was crucial. Absolutely crucial, and the Koji did manage to take out super duper ultra passive Nai, and now the blue team has found themselves at a disadvantage. They need to take out that Asuri to even up the stocks, or at least maybe take someone else out.
Yeah, taking a different approach from this than play-by-play, considering there's so many things going on. I kind of want to talk about how the teams are both playing in regards to their styles. Like, I've noticed that the Cassidy player on the blue team, right, has been playing a lot about that center stage platform up there stadium. He hasn't been going off stage for anything. He's been controlling the area with the guns and keeping the people on the outside. And then we've got the players that like to fight off stage, which are the Asuris, and for some reason,
Right. I mean, I'd like to think that we've got some pretty good team meta going on right now. A lot of teamwork is happening indeed. You can see everybody kind of has their own role. We can assume that the Qatar players are the ones who are going to be trying to go for those offstage gimps. We're going to see some very grounded Cassidy play, at least coming from Krylik. Looks like the blue team's Cassidy is working with these guns quite well. He's racking up a ton of damage. We can see the red team is actually on their last stocks. The Koji has found himself in kill percent, and Krylik's going to be entering kill percent soon. They're at a player disadvantage now. Blue team is running away with this.
Oh my gosh, that's an entire player disadvantage happening already. Yeah, they ended that stock on Asuri, but we already see Krylik being sent almost to his death from that side stick from Teros. Teros so devastating in this 3v3 here with that hard-hitting axe, and now we've got Asuri trying to go for a gimp on the side of the stage, but he's just Sarah Cassidy hitting his own teammate, but that's Krylik gone. It's 2 stocks to 5 here, 1v3, and he gets KO'd by a Teros disco.
I really like the meta coming out from the blue team here. It's I almost want to like compare this to League of Legends in the sense that we've got Teros as like the tank, right? And then we've got we've got the Asuri, which is kind of like an AD carry in the sense that it's going to be the one, doing a lot of the aggression and the the damage output. And then we've got that. Yeah, and then we've got the Cassidy.
It's kind of like a MOBA setup, right? You've got the 3v3s, the teams, they've got themselves, like, in regards to their stat distribution, it actually is kind of like that. You've got an incredibly fast character, represents like an assassin class, tank class with Teros, and then you've got like your ranged DPS, which is Cassidy. That's actually really
This Asuri is doing a wonderful job at playing off stage. You can see that he's very confident, and he's actually looking to gimp, and I think that might help him out a bit, but it's definitely going to be extremely difficult to take this game back.
I mean, at this point, one hammer Sair or Nair or Ground Pound's going to do it. Like,
I'm seeing the Teros probably going to close out this stock.
Going out that down state, when he actually manages to get back, he's playing pretty slippery. But yeah, that's actually really cool. So just while they're fighting this 1v3, it's something that I want to talk about, is that 3v3 tournaments, okay, Ground Pound finishes it. That was the last thing I was expecting to kill. But game 1 is going to be going over to Vernaux, and we're going to be moving over to our 2v2 format. So, okay, I've got a few things I want to talk about, but the first one is the format of this tournament, because this is going to be the first time that anybody's
We've ever done this. Yeah.
Right. So, instead of fighting a best of 3 in the sense that we're going to be having like a best of 3 of 3v3s, the game 1 is going to be a 3v3, right? And then regardless of who wins or loses, Game 2 is going to be a 2v2. Now, the winner of that 2v2 is going to decide who goes on to Game 3, right? If the teams
if
win,
it's a Game 3, right?
yeah. If the team wins both the 3v3 and the 2v2, they just win the set. They move on throughout the rest of the bracket. But if they win Game 1 but lose Game 2, we move on to the Game 3, which is a 1v1. So as the games progress, the amount of players that are participating on the screen also decrease. And we already see that these two teams have already got an idea of what it is that they're doing as they have chosen their players for the 2v2. And we're going to be going into Game 2 of this best of 3.
I'm super excited for this format. This is like groundbreaking stuff right here. We've never seen this before. We are going into stage striking once again. We're looking at the gravy boat, ladies and gentlemen. Krylik with the Hattori, Lynx with the Koji, Bodvar and Cassidy. I'm very excited. I wish they had real names.
Yeah, I think they're trying to fit that theme of Weebs from the West. Yeah, just be able to change the names for that.
A little bit of a cosplay going on here at Gravy.
And we're going to be going into Game 2 here in this 2v2 ship.
Ooh, they were looking to set up a black hole there, but the blue team did manage to get out of that. You can see some excellent spacing going on from the red team. They have their opponents zoned. They don't necessarily have the damage lead right now, but it looks like they're playing a little bit more as a team, and I'm really excited to see what comes out from them.
Yeah, Link's already going for that's like 3 D-like combos he's gone for already, but he's dropped 2 of them. Goes for a chase dodge Ensing on the left, but Cassie's just kind of fighting him on his own. Krylik sending off Bodvar to the left, and he's getting hit by that recovery to his Sarah. He's just being comboed from one player to the next.
Yeah, Bodvar is going to lose his stock. That is going to go in the favor of the red team. Lynx has found himself in kill percent, but you can see he's playing very carefully. He's working, he's taking very careful approaches. He does have the Cassidy edge guarded, and now the blue team has found themselves at a 2-stock deficit. It's looking very good for the red team so far.
That was a chase dodge ground pound coming out from
what a wonderful team combo coming out from the blue team.
But Krylik
into the down sig.
But Krylik got the gimp off of it.
Wow.
So now both were only at 1 stock. It was such a great team combo, but he just ended up losing out for it. He lost a stock in light yellow as he just jumped into every move that Krylik was throwing out.
That looked like it was going to be a massive play for the blue team, but it got turned around on them, and now they're still at a deficit. But Lynx has lost a stock. He's on his last stock. So if they can take Krylik out, they can even up the stocks and then try to work on evening up the damage gap.
Yeah, he missed that Nair to be able to KO him off the top, but it's going to be so close to being a completely even game here if he's able to hit a hammer Nair or Sarah. Lynx, however, getting so much damage on that Bodvar, which is crucial.
Wow.
It's his last stock. They're kicking them left and right. This is
that Cassidy has so much damage, and Bodvar is going to take out his own teammate, and that is no good. The blue team has found themselves at a 2-stock deficit with Bodvar nearing kill percent and getting caught with those neutral airs and the down air.
This is a slugfest.
In a terrible position. It looks like the red team is going to absolutely demolish the blue team.
Teamwork isn't even been a thing that I'm seeing right now. I think everybody's just hitting each other whenever they can.
I can honestly say that the red team has been working as a team. They've been zoning the enemy quite well. The blue team has been struggling this entire match. They have now find themselves at not only a stock deficit, but a player deficit, and that neutral stick is gonna kill. That's another win for the red team.
Red team wins.
And I believe I was incorrect at the very start. Vernaux did not win Game 1. It was the Weebs in the West. So we're going to be going into Game 3 here. And because we saw a completely different game than what we saw in the 3v3, because I guess they were able to isolate them on a bigger stage this time, but now we have to go into this 1v1. So this is great. So the first set that we have to stream for you guys today is going to be going into Game 3, which means that this is the 1v1. So the 2 players that did not participate in the 2v2 are now going to 1v1.
Yeah, this is very exciting. I love the fact that that it's the players that didn't participate in the 2v2 because they had to sit there for like those 6 to 8 minutes, and that's kind of like a cooldown period for them. So it's like, it's really interesting to, and it's also kind of like a high pressure situation. Like I can only imagine how it feels to be that guy in that 1v1 on Game 3. Like that's a lot of pressure.
And
you know what I mean?
At least the pressure isn't only on one player, though, you know? Like, it's not like to say that, like, oh, it's all up to you. I mean, it is all up to them. But
it is all up to them.
I'm saying it's not on, like, one team over the other team.
Right,
it's on
I mean, both teams are equally pressured. But it's definitely, like, the players themselves, you can imagine they are definitely feeling this right now. This is a very... it's a very tense situation. I mean, we're competing for a massive prize pool, $1,500. Right. This is one of the largest. This is tied for the largest Brawlhalla tournament ever. And we are going into snake striking. Let's see what map we end up on Game 3.
Stage striking has begun. We're getting rid of all those maps with shenanigan zones, so all that leaves left is Thunderguard, Mammoth, Great Hall, and Shipwreck, but it's looking like...
I'm looking like Great Hall. I think we're going to hit Great Hall, but we could go to the Gravy Boat. I don't know. Nope, definitely going to Great Hall for Game 3. We're going to see the infamous A with the Asuri, and W from the Weebs is going to be rocking a nice Bairdvar. Very excited to see that skin. That's my main. I love it.
We're going to be going into it, so we have the opportunity for D-Light sword strings of a ridiculous...
Yeah, I mean, ledge cancels. Ledge cancels are definitely a thing on this map. We're going to see that the Asuri has acquired a weapon first. Got the Bowdvar at a weapon disadvantage, but he's spacing quite well. He hasn't gotten hit yet. He's looking to set up a mine combo, but that side air almost threw him into it. That was almost a bad situation. He is going to rack up some damage with these hammer nairs, but both players have traded quite evenly so far. Looks like the Asuri is having a hard time approaching, though. He is deciding to use some weapon throws, and I agree with that decision. It's good to break up that aggression, and yeah, let's see what happens.
He's controlling the ground, putting out sidelights, avoids a downlight from the Asuri, but the Asuri is putting damage onto the Bowdvar where Bowdvar is not. But there, Acer finally connects, interrupts that approach from Asuri, but a landing there will put him off stage. Looking for those down airs, he gets back on the center stage smartly, and ooh,
that
he
was
gets
a nice
spotted out of the jumps. Ground
the
pound.
ground pound's gonna do it. The down air secures the kill.
No, he makes it back.
Wow, Bowdvar actually holding on to his jumps there, did manage to recover. I thought he was done for.
Now sitting on the side of the stage, looking for these recoveries, which I just think is so dangerous. I understand if you hit him with a hammer recovery, it sends him beneath you.
I
but
think if he clipped him with a nair, he might be able to spike him, but it's kind of a tough decision right here. You don't want to get gamped. He does find the dare, though. The Asuri is going to take a early stock lead. Infamous, only in the orange here.
He caught that
But that bomb trade is going to send him into kill percent. Now he's in a position to get edge guarded. Bowdvar does have an opportunity to take this game back. Will W be able to do it? He's going for the dare guard, but Asuri dodging through is going to be able to recover and is looking to hold his position on the side of the map, but he does down air into that down light, and stocks are now even. This could go either way.
Very good on that D-Light Sair, though, to not be able to send him to the platform, because if he does that, it decreases the force, but he was able to get that KO without a problem. We're back to even games. Yeah, it was very strange for me to be able to see him wanting to fight against Asuri off stage. Unarmed versus guitars, and now we've got a sword fight going off stage, and it just seems like the Asuri player is doing that much better when it comes to offstage trades. Like on stage, Bowdvar is having a good idea of being able to do what exactly he needs to do if he controls that center, but with Asuri off stage, once he goes off there, he's just taking unnecessary damage.
I mean, the Asuri has that dexterity that he needs to be able to throw out these moves and not have too much of a recovery time. I feel like since the Asuri has guitars, he's probably more comfortable playing off stage, since you see most guitar play go on off stage, but both players have traded evenly. They're both in the kill percent. If this Bowdvar lands that down stick, it's gonna kill. And now, with a stock lead, W is looking to take the match here. If he can hold on to this stock for a while and rack up the damage, he can secure the lead. But it's gonna be tough because this Asuri has proven to be a force to be reckoned with.
Asuri just went for that recovery on the ledge, went for a read, expecting to dodge out, and Bowdvar just stood there and downsigged, and that was it for his stock. And now he's trying to even this up, hits it with the Sair, weapon toss does not connect, but he gets the recovery on the way up, doesn't kill at the top just yet, but another recovery might, and well, the story, he's looking for that nair kill, he gets it, it's even once again. This is stock versus stock, this is going to decide who moves on to round 2.
Down to the wire, the infamous A versus W from the Weebs. It could go either way. We're down to the last stock. W does have the hammer, and he's racked up a ton of damage. He's managed to bring the Asuri into the yellow. Will he be able to secure this lead, or will the Asuri find a nice guitar string and take it back?
Toss goes down, puts out a Sair. It's so cool to be able to see such a close map on game 1. And Neutral Light comes out into recovery. That's going to put him to the yellow, but he doesn't have that much damage yet. A nice snare and a downer. 2 downers. He's going for the Sair off stage. Recovery hits. He's not disarmed yet. Asuri just put a lot of damage onto his opponent there, but the down
But they're still trading evenly. The slide charge, Neutral, unarmed. That's going to do a ton of damage. Bowdvar looking to take this game. He lands the side signature, and that's going to go to the Weebs. The Weebs have managed to take the set.